Hello everybody, this is Kyoshi here. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be reviewing The Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore movie magic book written by Jody Revenson. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's take a look at the cover. Very nice cover. I don't know, have you guys seen the movie yet? I saw the movie twice, and if I have friends inviting me to see a third time, I would do that as well. Probably I will end up watching it for the third time. Maybe later in the week or next week or later in the month, depending on if I get invited again with my friends. Cool. And this video is going to be a little spoiler, not only the book. We're gonna go over page by page. I haven't read the book. I'm reading it same as you guys. This is my first time opening the book after getting it, so I don't know if there's going to be spoilers in it. So if you guys have not seen the movie or do not want spoilers, move away and come back later after you see the movie. But if you don't mind a spoiler, or if you already seen the movie, we'll be going through and reviewing this book together. And also along the way, I might even share some of my opinions of the third movie. So yeah, let's go. Here's the first page. Very nice. We see a lot of creatures here. This is Qilin, which is a magical creature, which they can see the pureness of a person. And this little magical creature is the key, a very important character or creature in the third movie, The Fantastic Beasts 3. If you guys see the movie, you know what I'm talking about. If you guys haven't seen it, this creature is very, very important. Okay, let's go. And here we have the main characters, movie magic, Dumbledore, Newt, Scamander, Grindelwald, Queenie, Credence, Theseus, and there's a new lady, which I forgot her name. I am so sorry. Probably later we're gonna know the name. I forgot her name. I'm so sorry. But yeah, this movie, definitely Dumbledore is the main character. You can tell. No matter it's the screen time or the story plot, it's all surrounding Dumbledore, which also based on J.K. Rowling, I believe her interview, or maybe the film producer's interview last year. Starting this film, and the fourth and the fifth, towards the ending, the film gonna tilt towards Dumbledore's story, between Dumbledore and Grindelwald, and Newt would become more like a secondary character. However, Newt is my favorite character from the Fantastic Beasts franchise, and although Newt in this movie didn't have a lot of the screen time, but I still think he's one of the main characters. You can tell he's not a secondary. I know there's some people reviewing the movie already. They said Newt became a secondary character based on the screen time and all that. I disagree. I think he is still the main dude. Although Dumbledore became the main dude as well, but Newt is also a main dude, just like Harry Potter. Yes, Ron and Hermione is not as main as Harry Potter, of course. Harry Potter is the most important character, but you can't really say, oh, Ron and Hermione just supporting roles. I don't think so. I think the trio, they're all equally important. Of course, Harry Potter is the most important, but the other two are important as well. Same thing here. I think Newt is still very important. Even every single scene that Newt is in is very important in the movie, and you definitely cannot live without Newt in this series. And yeah, so that being said, let's keep going. Here are the blood badge between Dumbledore and Grindelwald. From the first and the second movie, we know that Dumbledore and Grindelwald cannot fight each other because of the promise they made. And this film, they're gonna go a little bit more into details. And of course, at the end, blood badge, the curse was broken. And starting the fourth film, I think they can actually battle each other. What I really like about what Dumbledore said towards the end of the movie is, Newt was asking Dumbledore, I thought you guys cannot battle each other, because there was a battle scene at the end of the movie, of the third film, and Newt was like, I thought you guys cannot battle each other because of this, blood badge. Dumbledore said, I think it has to do with, so how it is here's a spoiler, all right? Grindelwald was trying to kill Credence, and Dumbledore was trying to save Credence. So there was a duel going on. And according to Dumbledore, because Grindelwald tries to kill and Dumbledore tries to protect, therefore they're not fighting. That's the definition. They're not really fighting each other. one trying to kill, one trying to protect. Therefore, whatever magical things happen, and then the blood batch, it's broken, and then they can battle each other. Of course, it doesn't make full sense to myself. I do understand the definition or whatever Dumbledore told Newt, what it happened or how it happened. It didn't really make sense to me. I have to be very honest with you. So that's why probably I have to see it for a third time to really listen to that conversation once more, just in case I miss the definitions. And I hope maybe the screenplay. I doubt if the screenplay gonna give us any more information because it's a screenplay. But hopefully maybe the fourth film, they can touch base on that again. It is a question mark, at least in my part. I don't think that really makes sense. But anyways, cool. Here, of course, we have Dumbledore. By the way, Jude Law has been an amazing Dumbledore. I think he did a great job portraying the younger version of Dumbledore. And okay, the introduction to the stories. You guys can pause if you guys don't want to read it. I think it's going to be hard because the letters are so small. But we're just going to go over the pictures. Okay, here's new Queenie. What is her name? Tina. So here's another spoiler. Tina is not going to be in this movie until the very end, or maybe her screen time together is less than a minute or two in the entire movie, which is sad. I really want to see the interaction between Newt and Tina. I love their love story. I think the one reason I really like Newt is his characteristics. I feel like nowadays, being present day human being speaking, you can't really find anyone. Doesn't matter if it's a guy, if it's a girl, being that classic. At least not in my life. Not the people in my age or people that I know. I know a lot of people, and not one possessed that characteristics of being a classic Englishman type. Maybe if you're in Britain, there might be a lot, but not in the United States. Definitely not in the United States. And yeah, I just really like it, and how humble they are, how they're reserved in terms of love. But you can tell how much they love each other, how much they support each other, how much they trust each other. But they're not using words to deliver love, using actions, using heart. This is what I really like about the love relationship between him and Tina. And it's sad that Tina is not in this movie. So yeah, spoilers. But Tina's, and towards the ending scene where Tina and Newt does meet, and the music, it's called The Salamander's Eyes, which is throughout the series. Once that music rolls, my God, there's tears in my eyes. I feel like that song is just so romantic. It's the exact music to describe the love between the two, at least at the current moment. That's what it is. Queenie and Jacob, lovely couples. Queenie went to the dark side from the second movie, of course, because her love, she didn't get what she needed. And Jacob was so powerful enough to bring her back in this movie. So Queenie is back to the good side at the end. And then towards the end, the two married. One of the most lovable, heartwarming moments. The ending of the film, this film is fantastic. I think, once again, I know there's a lot of reviews out there and everybody have their own opinions. Apparently a lot of people don't like the movie. I get it. A lot of Harry Potter fans particularly, they're not into the Fantastic Beasts franchise. One of the main reasons they keep comparing Harry Potter with Fantastic Beasts, I can't say those people are dumb. It makes sense, it's coming from the same writer, J.K. Rowling. It's the same universe. It's sort of like a prequel, but it's not directly related to Harry Potter. But if it makes sense to you, I hope for those of you who are watching this video, don't link Harry Potter with Fantastic Beasts, as much as you can. Because, the way these stories are lined up, the way these journeys are lined up are completely different. And also, with Harry Potter, a lot of times, because Harry Potter, we saw the book first before going to see the movie. So a lot of times without explanation in a movie, there's a lot of scenes they don't need explanations, just silent, just exchange of eyes, exchange of expressions. It makes sense to us because we know what happened in the books. Whereas Fantastic Beasts, we don't have any background references. There's no explanations, so a lot of times it's so confusing. I myself admit it. For example, the second movie, I have to see it 3 times to actually understand exactly what's going on. Whereas this movie, first time it's a little bit overwhelming, I have to be honest with you, but second time everything makes sense. And in my opinion, this is my favorite movie out of the 3 that has been released so far. Yeah, I mean, just enjoy the movie, not thinking about it has anything to do with Harry Potter. Of course, I understand this is difficult for those of people who believe, like, you gotta link them somehow because they are in the same universe. You see the same characters or the names of those characters you've heard from the Harry Potter eras, the locations in the film. There's Hogwarts, there's Hogsmeade. A lot of that things just bring us back to the Harry Potter time. I do understand why those people are linking the two together. However, if you can treat them like standalone films, not related to each other, I think you will have a better time watching it. Okay, next page. All right, this is more like a bring flash of the second film because Letta is dead. And also this movie, we see more brother love between Theseus and Newt. I love this pair of brothers. I love Theseus and love Newt. Newt is my favorite character in the series, and Theseus is probably my second most favorite. I just like how different they are, but at the same time, they have similarities with warm hearts, with their loyalty to Dumbledore and all that. Cool. And yeah, here's Nagini. Interesting fact, spoiler here. Nagini is not part of the movie. So she disappeared in this third movie. So I wonder where is Nagini after the second movie. Hopefully the fourth movie she comes back, or at least they give us some explanation on it. Cool. Next, okay, so this is one of the scenes from the early on of the movie, the first quarter of the film. Dumbledore is having a chat with Grindelwald. They also talk about their love, so it's an interesting scene. And having this scene in mind and move forward to the end where they battle each other, it's a complex feeling, Anyways, keep going. Like I said, there's just going to be a lot of spoilers in this review. So hope you guys are fine with it. If you guys have stayed. Cool. And here's a little poster. Pretty nice. Okay. Blood batch. Cool. Next, here's Newt Scamander, my favorite character. The other thing about the third movie, they travel so many countries here. They've been to Brazil. They've been to Bhutan. They went to UK, they went to USA, and probably they went to Berlin as well. So there's a lot of locations in this movie. So it might be a little bit overwhelming, like I mentioned, but definitely this movie is a lot easier to digest or to understand as compared to the second one, because there's a lot fewer characters in this movie, and a lot of the characters that we know from this movie, we already learned them from the last movie. So, which is cool. Again, I love Newt. Yes, Newt didn't get as much screen time as he had from the first 2 movies, but I definitely think he's the main character beside Dumbledore. Who said a movie can only have one main character? And who said the character with the most screen time has to be the main character? I disagree. Just watch the film, you will notice every scene that Newt is in is very important to the whole plot of the film. That's how important he is. And once again, Eddie Redmayne's performance is fantastic. Okay, these are the mountains where I think Newt found Chilling, the mother of the Chilling. Okay, here we have Chilling, the magical beast. Basically, there was a twin, Chilling, and then one of the Chilling was captured by Credence, or the followers of the Grindelwald, and the other one of the pair was saved by Newt. And the Chilling, the baby Chillings, are very important throughout this film because Grindelwald is gonna use the Chilling to gain his power, to gain his legal rights to rule the magical world. Of course, he failed, but yeah. Okay, the Chilling's rescue. This is the scene where they were battling Newt and stole one of the Chilling and killed the mother. Very sad. And that all happened towards the first 5 minutes of the movie. Cool. The new beast, wyvern. It's a bird that can like not blow up, like just like a balloon. Yep, hard to explain, but you'll see that. And then here's a castle where Grindelwald is staying, which we see a little bit of it from the end of the second movie. Cool. I mean, throughout this movie, you know that Queenie and Credence is doubting themselves. They were thinking they might be choosing the wrong side. They're uncertain about supporting Grindelwald or their decisions. Anyways, here's Gellert Grindelwald. We got a new look, a new actor who's playing Grindelwald in this movie. His name is Mattis Mikkelsen. I hope I pronounced the name correctly. He replaced Johnny Depp because of the lawsuit, everything. He kicked in. Of course, in terms of continuation, it's lacking there because it's a brand new character. He used his own style in a Grindelwald role. That's the unfortunate part. But the fortunate thing is, oh man, this guy did a great job portraying Grindelwald. Although it's completely different than Johnny Depp's version, I think he nailed it. And I feel like in this movie particularly, we need this actor to play Grindelwald. Because Johnny Depp, although he's a great actor, but his style, his version of Grindelwald wouldn't make as much of an impact as this new actor would in this movie. You will see that he's the leader. He's not everyone. He has a lot of supporters. He's running for the head of the International Magical whatever intelligence society, whatever that is called. Yeah, this guy. There's only good things about this guy in this movie. I love it. I love this actor. Cool. Here we have Queenie. Queenie struggled a lot in this movie. And also throughout the movie, we learned that her heart is still pure. She's still a good lady. She's a good lady. Yeah, it's a tragedy. I feel like the era she was born, the love she was in, but glad at the end, love won. Love always won. Cool. Next, we have Credence, another very sad character. We learn a lot. First, Credence is a Dumbledore, but instead of Dumbledore's brothers, he is the son of Albus Dumbledore, the younger brother of Albus Dumbledore. So when Albus Dumbledore fell in love with Grindelwald, at the same time, Aberforth fell in love with a witch, and they had a baby, which is a Credence. Yeah, a lot of unfortunate things, sadness going on with the life of Credence. I know Credence is searching for love, for home, for identity. That's what this whole series was about, at least from the beginning. And we finally notice about his identity. And yes, his life has come to an end. It's coming to an end, as what Dumbledore has been saying. But luckily, at the end of this movie, the third movie, he found his home. And he's returning home with his father. Yeah, it's sad, but I think the ending it's good. It's nice. And also, according to Dumbledore, in a conversation with Newt, the reason the Phoenix came to Credence is not to prove that he is a Dumbledore. It's because the Phoenix noticed he's dying. It's because Credence is dying, because he's obscure or obscurious. And we learned that most witch being possessed by obscurious, they're not gonna live longer than 10 years old. He is one or the very few, or maybe the only one, lived this long. However, that dark magic is consuming him. He is getting weaker and weaker, and he's dying very soon. And that's why the Phoenix came to him, because she knows he's gonna die soon. Yeah, it's sad, but once again, the Phoenix is interesting. I don't know if that Phoenix is anything anyway associated or related to folks from the Harry Potter series. We'll find out, or if just a different Phoenix in general speaking. Yeah, Credence, Albus Dumbledore, of course. We cover a lot of Albus Dumbledore here. Return to Hogwarts. There is a scene. There are a couple of fan favorite scenes in the movie. We're gonna see Hogwarts. We're gonna see Hogsmeade, etc. So I think fans will love it. Theseus Scamander, a very likable character. I think starting this film, he showed a lot more personality here. A various of personality, not just being serious. He's also humorous. He has a lot of different characteristics showed up in this movie. I really like this. I just like the Scamander brothers. I think they're awesome. Return to Hogwarts, of course. Here's Hogs has poster. Here's Butterbeard poster. Cool. Here's Aberforth Dumbledore. Aberforth don't have a lot of screen time in this movie. However, every time he showed up, there are some very important messages. There is this glasses or this mirror that he uses to communicate with Credence. Of course, in secrets that Dumbledore did not know, nobody else knew at the beginning. But of course, Dumbledore is so smart, he figured out this is the mirror that Aberforth has been using for years, communicating with Credence and try to bring Credence back home. And of course, he succeeded. Credence did wrote something, "I want to go home." It's very touching. Yeah, it's a tragedy. Dumbledore's family story is just a tragic. Okay. Jacob is amazing. Like Dumbledore said, Jacob is one of a kind. He is a hero, a very heroic character with a full heart. He wanted to do things to help, to save the innocent, save the people that he doesn't know. He's a great guy. I love this character. He's not only humor sense, but he's a hero in this movie. And also, he got a wand. He got a wand. So yeah, watch for it. And then also because of him, Queenie is back. Queenie is back to the right side. And the end of the movie, they were married. It's a perfect ending, at least. Okay, Lally. Lally is a name. Lally, she's a teacher at Hogwarts. This lady, she rocks this movie. From the moment she appeared in front of Jacob's bakery, this lady rocks, okay? She's powerful, magical, one of a kind. I love this lady. Sorry, I forgot her name, even though I saw the movie twice, but her name is Lally. Now I remember. She's amazing. You will love this character. I don't want to go into too much details because I don't really know the background of this lady. I probably have to read this to really know more about her, but she's very powerful. She gave Jacob a wand. Yep, and she helped Jacob throughout the journey. I think Jacob will love her as well. And I don't know if she's going to have any form of romantic relationship with Theseus. I do see that little sparkle here and there. Very tiny sparkle. I don't know, later films, if she will ever be dating Theseus. We'll see. Lally, interesting character. Okay, the briefcase of books. Cool. The Great Wizarding Express. Here's train ticket. Cool. And gathering the team. There's a team. Okay, here's another thing. There's a team of 5 people. Plus Dumbledore 6. A team of 6 people throughout the journey. However, there has been rumors or there has been people saying that originally Tina is also part of this journey, this quest. However, for some reasons, the final release, Tina is being cut all the way. For the reason we don't know. There has been rumors saying Tina was part of the journey of the Magical 6, the team. Plus Dumbledore will be 7. But for some reason, the final product of the film, there's only 5 characters. 5 members of the team. Plus, so Theseus, Lally, Jacob, Newt, Yusuf Kama. Oh yeah, there is 6. I'm sorry. There is 6. But there are people saying Tina originally should also be part of this. But for some reason, Tina was not there. I don't know if this is true or not. This is the rumor that I heard. Yeah, if it's true, unfortunately, if Tina is part of it, that would be great. So there's 6 people plus Dumbledore 7. So with Tina, there should be 7. With Dumbledore, 8. That's what I heard. The rumors. Don't quote me on it. Okay, here's Dumbledore's gifts. Of course, Niffler. Niffler is there in the movie. You will love Niffler. And here's all the wand, looking absolutely amazing. And here's the books, the Fantastic Beasts books. And then per Lally, she was saying that all her 5th-year students are required to read Fantastic Beasts in class. So awesome. Berlin, one of the places they've been to. We're gonna speed up a little bit. We've been spending a lot of time here. And at the Dutch Ministry of Magic, a lot of things happen there. For Case Chase, cool. The assistant, I forgot her name. I keep forgetting the character's name. I'm so sorry, but whatever. The assistant to Newt, she replicated 5 suitcases. So yeah, interesting, cool. And then the Grand Hall. There's a battle over there, and more going on. Yusuf Kama trying to trick Grindelwald by joining his force. It's an interesting try. It doesn't really make sense in my opinion, but that's how the movie is. And of course, there's 3 candidates to run for the leader of the Wizarding World. One is being the Grindelwald, and there's a lady from Brazil. I don't remember her name. There's also a guy from China. I guess it's a Chinese dude. So yeah. Oh, her name is Santos, and of course, at the end, she won. Okay, and here's a prison where Newt rescued Theseus. There's a Hogwarts letter. Interesting. A lot of things happen in this prison. Yeah, cool. And there's magical creature, Manticore. This creature is crazy. Okay, the old friends. The suitcase. Okay, Albus and Aurelius. There's a battle between Dumbledore and Credence / Aurelius. Aurelius. Okay, the candidates dinner. I think we've covered that already. What else going on? Yeah, here's a team, and this is Mcgonagall. Mcgonagall did maybe like a 2-minute appearance in the movie, 1 to 2 minute long appearance in the movie. I think as a tribute to the fans of the franchise. Okay, the Hawk's Hat is where Aberforth, he owns this little pub. We already knew that since the Harry Potter films. Bhutan, where the most important duels, most important things are happening. And here we have a poster, very nice, a Bhutan style poster. And here's the cheating. Cheating votes. Cheating will choose who's the next leader. That's basically what this is. Because cheating sees through a person how pure this person is. And if he sees this person's pure, he will bow. Cheating will bow. And when that happens, that is the leader. That means that person he bows to is the chosen winner. Cool. Here's a lot of props and replicas. Interesting. The walk of the Qilin. Like I mentioned at the end, Qilin chooses the winner. And here is the final selection on top of Mount, I think it's Himalaya, something like that. A temple. And here's a duel. And as you can see from this scene, at the end, Credence is very weak, and Aberforth bring him home. I think that's also a good ending. Although his life is very unfortunate, Credence, I think the ending is better. It's good. Okay, Queenie's wedding, of course. I mean, the wedding is beautiful. I love the end scene so much. I think the end scene, it's amazing. And in the battle, not in the battle, in the movie, after Dumbledore and Grindelwald were fighting, right, towards the end of the movie, and of course they touch each other's heart, like the chest, and then they still have feelings for each other, I guess, or they're not fools or false to each other, so they stopped the battle. They didn't try to kill each other. They stopped at the end, and Grindelwald said, "So who's gonna love you now?" And then Dumbledore said, "I'm always alone." And the end scene, wow, this is so irony. Everybody was joining the wedding of Jacob and Queenie happily. Dumbledore is alone walking on the streets in New York. He's not attending the wedding. He's not with anyone. He's just alone. It's very interesting choice for the ending, but cool. Yep, I guess that's the end of this book. I mean, I spoil a lot of things. I mean, and the book spoil a lot of things too. So if you guys stay this long, either you guys have already watched the film, or interesting on my opinions, or interested on the book, or you guys haven't seen the book but you guys don't mind spoilers. But anyways, this is a long video, and thank you guys so much for staying along this long. And yeah, it's an interesting book. I'll highly recommend it. I got it for around 26 bucks. It was on sale. I think original price is 30. I got it for around $26. Interesting book. I highly recommend it for people to read it. So here's my review of the Fantastic Beasts: The Secret of Dumbledore movie magic book, written by Jody Revenson. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye bye.